Parliamentary updates.
The Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago recently hosted the regional workshop of the Public Accounts Committees and Trade Scrutiny. Organized by the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association UK office, the three-day workshop saw participants from the United Kingdom and across the Caribbean region come together to deepen their understanding of trade and public accounts matters, share challenges within their own legislatures, and exchange new and best approaches to promote effective scrutiny. At the opening ceremony, Baroness Diane Hayter of Kentish Town explained that her delegation would benefit from the trade sessions in particular.
So we've come very much to learn from you. Our trade deals are very new because we were in the European Union. So we're probably a bit behind you in our way of doing that. But we also have some interesting issues about how we on specialist committees then report to our broader house, and then how do we get the government to listen to us. We're hoping that some of you have got some good guidance for us on that.
She thanked all participants for attending, as it will strengthen each country's governance.
But I guess from my point of view, apart from those thanks, I think it is a thanks to those of you from outside, in a way, of Trinidad and Tobago who've made the journey here. Because actually we'd feel a bit lonely if we were sitting here and none of you were here. And I realised that for taking you time, a whole week out of your very busy schedules, and some of you travelling some way, so that we can benefit from each other is a real... I think it's a recognition of the importance of the CPA, but it's also a recognition that as parliamentarians, we've got a big job to do, and the more we work together, side by side, to do it, then the better we'll be at it for the sake of all our democracies.
Bringing the keynote address was Speaker of the House, the Honourable Bridget Anisette George.
Of particular note, save and except for Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, all the Caribbean legislatures represented at our workshop belong to the CPA Small Branches Network. However, there exist many similarities among us, as in the world of legislatures, given our size, we are all small legislatures.
Madam Speaker noted that Public Accounts Committee scrutiny is necessary.
Accountability is an important part of ensuring that public agencies and the officials who run them correspond to the needs of citizens and that public funds are being spent effectively. Accountability therefore plays a role in building trust and ensuring confidence in government. Though not necessarily as visible as Parliament's lawmaking function, the oversight role of parliamentary committees is one of the core functions of any parliament in any democracy.
And Clerk of the House, Mr. Brian Caesar, spoke about the genesis of the workshop.
When we started this journey with the CPA UK sometime last year, we would have received the request from the Speaker of the British Parliament asking Trinidad and Tobago Parliament to partner or collaborate with the UK Parliament to host this event. And certainly we felt it was an opportunity for us to provide the region with a platform and a location where we can meet and discuss matters of public accounts committees.
Mr. Caesar emphasized about continuing this collaboration in the future.
Certainly this is not the end. This has provided us with an opportunity and a platform in which we can take off. There are those of us in the region who have very, very active public accounts committees or very active financial scrutiny units or departments. And there are others whose public accounts committees are not as active, are not as engaged. And certainly, one of the things that this has taught us is that we can lend support to those of us who may need some support in getting to a place where they can do the level of scrutiny and they can hold their executive to account in terms of expenditure in the way that they ought to.
Attending the sessions was President of the Senate, the Honourable Nigel De Freitas, who gave his thoughts on the initiative.
I think the workshop should be repeated
probably on an annual basis, because you will always have what you call a revolving door of individuals who would, throughout various jurisdictions, be entering PACs either for the first time or even, they're not too okra with exactly how the PAC works. And of course, if this is something that's on an annual basis, then you will have a cohort of individuals continually being trained in terms of how to scrutinize executives throughout the various jurisdictions to which they belong.
While the chair of the Public Accounts Committee for the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Devendranath Tanku, MP, said he was pleased to assist fellow delegates in understanding the approach to scrutiny.
Well, interestingly enough, when I first became the chairman of the PAC, I had my own challenges. I came in as a lawyer, so my questioning at my very first PAC sitting was very aggressive, very strong. And the clerk of the House at that time, in fact, she was the acting clerk, Ms. Kiba. Kiba indicated that one of the things I should do is look and see what happens in other jurisdictions. And I searched online and actually found something by Meg, who was one of the key presenters here today, on how to ask questions, the kind of questions to ask, etc. And today, I was in a position to now do the same thing. I was in a position to provide information to my colleagues here as to the ways of asking questions, the hand movements, the gestures, etc. So for me, that was a learning experience, having gotten the benefit of the experience from seniors and being able to pass it on.
The member from the Parliament of Grenada, the Honourable Ron Redhead, said he was able to put forth his own suggestion on trade and scrutiny among partners.
As it relates to trade in particular, we were able to have excellent discussions along that path to the point where my own suggestion or recommendation is that I believe, for example, the region should trade in block in particular goods, and of course keeping their niches and all these other things, but learn to be able to negotiate with the UK, the US in block, and not just talking about going outside of traditional partners, but learning how to first utilize our traditional partners and maximize the relationship with them.
And the MP for South Devon, the Honourable Anthony Magnell, said he gained practical experience.
What I've really taken away is how to hold ministers to account, how to improve the scrutiny process within our select committees, how to make sure there's more transparency, because one of the things I've really learned from some of the parliaments, whether it's been in St. Lucia or Bermuda or Barbados or here in Trinidad and Tobago, has been actually your ability to hold ministers to account, make sure they come and respond to committee reports, come in front of committees, and sometimes we don't have that in the UK. So this has been really insightful for us as a delegation to learn from those practices that are working here in the Caribbean.
Also attending were several clerks of parliaments who were all eager to return and revitalize their respective public accounts committees.
Brief writing and planning for your committee meeting, assisting your chairs, how to prepare the questions, how to get stakeholders involved, how to bring the work of the Parliament to the people, the outreach programs.
We all have challenges, and one thing this workshop really did for us, especially small parliaments, is that there are ways and means of strategically doing things, not to operate out of the parameters of the law, but to be that custodian to ensure that the work of the PAC is done.
The United Kingdom has not done much trade scrutiny for almost 40 years, and so as a clerk who works on trade scrutiny, it was amazing to come here and speak to colleagues who have and take lessons from them on the best way forward.
The CPA UK brings together UK and Commonwealth parliamentarians and officials to share knowledge and experience through peer-to-peer learning. This latest workshop was envisioned as a catalyst for building networks and partnerships among parliamentarians and parliamentary officials across the region. Stay tuned for parliamentary updates. For more information, visit our website at www.ttparliament.org and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram.
Parliamentary updates.